Welcome back to the park, guys. It is another beautiful day here in Bros Park. My name is Jeffrey, and this is...
As always, this is Colin. Keep going, man.
No, you keep going.
I keep going. Okay,
I did the intro.
Yeah. Sorry. This is Colin. Thank you again for joining us. Hopefully, we can keep this ball rolling this time and keep it going.
Yeah, we took another look at your comments and your feedback, and...
There is still none.
There's
still
none?
Yeah.
Like I said before, it's not good,
Mm-hmm.
not bad too, you know. So, like, we're straight right there in terms of normalcy, in terms of mediocrity.
Yeah, we're right down the middle. We would succeed and also fail in a meritocracy. We have seen more stuff on our YouTube side of things than Spotify, for sure.
That's true.
Also, Spotify is new to us. Like, we're navigating it as best as we can.
I didn't even know you could watch videos on Spotify.
Yeah,
like
we looked at that together.
Yeah, I looked at it. I'm like, oh, it's just literally just YouTube.
Yep, it seems like it.
Yeah,
I've never watched a video on Spotify.
Yeah, no, it's pretty crisp and clear.
Well,
but the thing is, if you're watching the video
Mm-hmm.
on Spotify or YouTube, yeah, you're looking good, man. I like your fit, man.
Thank you. I do always feel like a 70s man in this.
Yeah, you look pretty funky and retro. But the thing is, like, that type of like fashion is like
It's
now.
coming back. It's coming back.
Dude, I was watching like Singles Inferno. I love it.
Korean.
Love it. Yeah, and I feel like their fashion is more like 80s and like way back in the day. It's like more comfy, casual, and all that.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I
and
definitely.
Also, they look good in it.
They
too.
look good 100%.
Yeah.
I do wonder if there is just that disconnect between the Asian side of fashion versus the like North American side of fashion for the 70s, 80s, and 90s there. Because it seems even a lot of Asian street style now is still just where North America was maybe 20 years ago or so. So it's interesting that they bring it back.
Honestly, I think the style nowadays is pretty trash. Like Western wise, like, it's random. Well, we did talk about this last time.
Yeah.
Freaking Kanye's girlfriend's wardrobe was like nothing.
I don't mind the style nowadays. I think that it's perfectly fine. I think it's more accepting of everything. If you want to wear something, it's very just like, yeah, cool, wear it. And that's fine. Like, that's what it should be. Wear what you want to wear.
Yeah, true. But there's some stupid things that are like marketed as like, you know, this is the best thing to wear right now.
Yeah. My personal taste is definitely more towards the street style as well as that kind of 70s, 80s.
Like that grunge type of deal.
Yeah, baggier stuff, baggier tees, baggier clothing.
You like my shirt, dude?
No.
You guys like my shirt?
We had family photos for Christmas, and this guy and our other brother show up in our proper attire, our sweaters and whatever else. And they say to the photographer, "Hey, just take a portrait. It's no big deal. Don't worry about it." And they go into that pose. They just both sit there. One gets down and sits. I don't even think we had a chair. I think he squatted for this. And our other brother goes over top of him and is like,
okay.
Okay.
I'm going to show the camera.
Yeah.
Show the camera. This is from the greatest movie ever.
It is from Step Brothers, the movie. Yes. Look at that. When we have a team, we'll just zoom in and we won't have to stand up and walk towards it. But yes.
Dude, I love this movie, man. Step Brothers is like the greatest movie ever.
I know. We talked about it.
Oh my God.
We had the whole don't touch my drum kit. I'm going to put my ball sack on your drum kit.
Why are you sweaty?
Watching Cops.
I was watching Cops.
Yeah, of course.
I know. The Cops. Doesn't start till 3. You touch my drumstick.
Step Brothers. I haven't seen... who plays Dale? What's his name?
I forgot his name.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in much afterwards. Will Ferrell.
The curly-headed fuck.
Yeah, the curly-headed fuck. Yeah.
As soon as you close your eyes, I'm going to punch you square right in the face.
But there's so much more room for activities.
I love those dumb, stupid movies, man.
I know. And we were saying that so many of it wouldn't fly.
No, nowadays would never
None
fly.
of it would fly. Yeah. Robert Downey Jr. doing blackface in Tropic Thunder, not going to fly.
Great movie.
Dude,
you know what's a great movie?
Step Brothers and Tropic Thunder.
No. Zoolander.
Okay. Yes, Zoolander is great. Not Zoolander 2, but Zoolander 1.
Dude, the sequels are always bad, man.
Sequels are always bad. 100%.
They try and be like current.
Yes.
Because they had like Justin Bieber and all that crap in there. It's so stupid.
Did they? In Zoolander 2?
Yeah, in the beginning. I never watched it. I just saw the beginning of it.
Yeah. Zoolander. Actually, I'm watching Solo Leveling.
Ooh.
It's Korean
Manhwa. It's
manhwa?
a manhwa. That's what it's called. Yeah,
Okay.
but they turn it into an anime.
Yes, they turn it into anime, so I've been watching because I can't read. So
you just can't read, or you just choose
I
not
just
to.
Can't read.
God, I wish I could read.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I'm watching the anime, and it's in one of the more recent episodes. He's mining, and he's mining in a tank top and like blue overalls that are like around his waist, and everybody is likening it to Ben Stiller when he goes in to start mining in Zoolander.
He's doing the model thing.
Yeah, and he's got like the blue steel going on. Yeah, the original mogging.
Yeah, that's literally it.
The original mogging.
What blue steel and like what was La Tigra?
Yes, La Tigra. Yeah, the
Ferrari.
Ben Stiller looks. I know people know Ben Stiller for other things nowadays, but I wonder if he still gets people up that have meeting a celebrity. Oh, I loved you in this. I loved you in that. That are like, do the blue steel. Do the blue steel.
Dude, I feel like he should, man. That's the way to go, man. If you meet Ben Stiller on the streets and you do that, you know you're an OG fan.
That is somebody that you should respect. For sure.
Exactly, man.
I haven't seen him in anything new.
I think he's like directing. That's why.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's a director.
Oh, interesting. Okay, cool.
Yeah, he directed Tropic Thunder.
That's true. I mean, again, but that's not new. That's like, how old is that now?
Yeah,
right?
true. Yeah,
you're dating yourself.
Well, it's like Chris Evans. He's Captain America. He's now doing like directing roles and everything.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but he was in that one with Ana de Armas.
Who's Ana de Armas?
She is what big thing was she in recently? I don't actually know. There was a lot of hype around her recently. And I don't actually know what she was in.
I actually don't know too many actors' names unless
you
they're
didn't
mainstream.
know that the Grammys were for music.
Yeah, so that's true. I just know like if you show me a picture of them, I'm like, oh, it's that
sure.
person.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
There was a lot of hype, and then it was something about the trailer I saw had something to do with them talking about plants and trying to keep a plant alive and talking about nurture and stuff like that. And it was really weird. I didn't watch it.
Is that a movie?
Yeah, it was a movie with Chris Evans.
Oh.
There's a new trailer for Fantastic Four out for the new one.
I saw that. It looks pretty cool.
Looks interesting. I like the style. I think I'm going to miss Chris Evans as Johnny Storm.
Oh, he was.
Because he was the original Johnny Storm with it. Yeah. So it should be interesting to see what they do.
Honestly, it's not going to top the most modern remake of it with Miles Teller and, Oh,
God. I didn't even watch that, dude.
It's so bad.
Is it? Oh, man. I didn't watch that at all.
It's so stupid.
I loved Miles Teller playing Miles Teller in Project Exo.
He was in Project X.
Yeah, he showed up and they were like, yo, that's Miles Teller. And then he's just like, yeah, I'm Miles Teller.
That was a good movie. That was a good movie. I actually enjoyed that movie.
Yeah. And then there were like hundreds of deaths that followed afterwards when people tried to recreate it.
Yeah, I remember there was like a Facebook group where they were when I was in high school where people were trying to do like Project X.
Yep.
And like there was actually like 3,000 people that joined the Facebook group.
And I think people died. They actually threw the party. And
really?
I think like 2 or 3 people died.
I thought that like the cops like just like tore it down before it even started.
It happened multiple times. Yeah.
Wow.
It was crazy.
It really goes to show that I wasn't part of the cool crowd because I didn't know about it.
Yeah, that was like Blair Witch Project, like found footage, but it was found footage of like the rowdiest party that's ever happened type idea. And there was the quote unquote hot girl in that one was also the girl who was obsessed with boobs in Pitch Perfect. I don't know if you watched that one.
I've never seen Pitch Perfect before.
There's one girl in it who was just like hypersexualized by herself and talking about her own body and all these things, and that's fine. And it never clicked to me when I watched it the first time, and then I was like, that's the same girl.
Ooh.
It's like I can't see Get Him to the Greek.
Yeah.
The woman that he is with.
Yeah, dude, that's I know who you're talking about.
Yeah,
She
my
plays,
Rosie Posey. Like she's talking about her asshole.
I think it's Rose Bryan or
Yeah, I think so.
She's the girl in Insidious,
and I can't see it. I can't see.
She's the
those
Insidious.
two things.
She's the Insidious mom.
If you're going to watch Insidious before Get Him to the Greek because it ruins that character. Because she plays the Get Him to the Greek character so well.
Oh my god! I'm not gonna lie. I watched Insidious for the first time in the movie theaters, and I was watching that through my fingers. It was so scary.
There's only the one part that scares me. Spoiler alert, turn it off. Where they're sitting at the dinner table across from each other, and then it's just the demon right behind his shoulder, over his shoulder, like looking at the
Darth
lady.
Maul looking motherfucker.
Did you know their credit in, speaking of credits, as we were talking about last time, in the credits, that's just called Lipstick Face Demon.
Lipstick Face Demon.
Which is so unimposing now.
That scene actually scared the shit out of me. Do you know why? Because it's so unexpected. Because it's during daylight.
Yep.
The daytime. You know.
Astral projecting at night.
In all the scary movies, the meat of it is when it's dark.
Yep.
That's prime time when you're gonna be scared. But this time it was like daylight, everything. You're like, oh shit, he's right there. What the hell?
The connections that they put, and I won't spoil this part, but the connections that they put from Insidious 2 to Insidious 1, when you finally watch Insidious 2 and remember what happened in Insidious 1, crazy.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Like, they had so many callbacks.
Amazing.
Pretty good. Not gonna lie.
I haven't seen any other horror films do it like that. I never watched The Conjuring, which I heard is also like really well connected to each other. But
dude, didn't The Conjuring have the same like dad in Insidious?
I think it was. Dude, the same.
That guy's a scary movie guy.
He is a scary movie guy. That, and what are the other ones? Annabelle was part of The Conjuring, I think.
Oh, yeah, the doll.
The doll,
dude. And the nun.
Yeah.
The nun is so stupid.
Oh, Sinister. Did you watch Sinister with Bagul?
Bagul. Yeah, so that was good.
My buddy, we watched Sinister when it came out, and he was terrified of Bagul for some reason, to the point that we were showing him photos or Polaroids, and it would have Bagul in it, and he'd be like, "No, that's Bagul, right?"
Dude, you gotta Photoshop him in those photos.
We had somebody on our yearbook committee,
Ooh.
and we were gonna Photoshop Bagul into his yearbook photo.
Dude, that would freak him out.
It would have been so good.
That's nasty work.
I know.
Did you do it?
We didn't do it, unfortunately.
He wouldn't even look at his yearbook if that was the case.
We had done it, but we didn't submit those photos to the yearbook committee. So the yearbook was like the proper one, but we had files of the yearbook photo with it.
Oh my God.
And same thing with our other buddies. We photoshopped their ears to be bigger, or their ears to be smaller, or their face to be this or that. And the same stereotype of, yeah, look, you look so great here. It's like, dude, why are my ears fucking huge in this? So I was like, no, that's what you actually look like, dude.
You're going to create like self-esteem issues. Like, oh my God, are my ears really that big?
It's high school. We all have self-esteem issues anyways.
I guess so. Oh my God. Speaking of which, I feel like people like get uncomfortable so easily.
Yeah, of course.
I actually had an incident when I'm picking up groceries. Okay, actually, this is a two-parter.
Yeah, two-part.
Two-parter.
Yeah.
So when I went to go pick up groceries recently, I had backed into a spot, right?
Like your dumpy or your car?
Both.
Okay.
I backed in to go get groceries. I was buying like steak and whatnot. Besides that point, when I parked, this freaking cop just drove in front of me. Mm-hmm. Like I'm backed in. I look out. Cop races by, stops, stares at me. I'm like, what? I'm like, me?
Yeah.
You looking at me? And he looks behind me, looks past me, drives away. I'm like, oh, geez, what was that all about?
Yeah.
Like, I know I didn't do anything wrong. I'm like, oh, something happening? I'm like, okay, whatever. I get out of my car. I look behind my car, and I see that officer is boxing in this person who's parked right behind me.
Like in the spot, literally, that you're backing up.
Yeah. So then I get out. I'm like, okay, this is kind of weird, right? I hear the cop open the person's door. He's like, do you know why I stopped you over? I've been following you for like 30 minutes. I'm like, oh shit, like
Okay, yeah.
like this girl's been on this hit list, the watch list the whole time. And I'm like, I was thinking about like, why don't I just stay here and just listen?
Listen
right?
in, yeah,
I'm like, you know what? I'm like, you know, it's not worth my time. I'm just go get my groceries.
Okay, yeah.
So I go in, come back out. Everyone's all gone and everything.
Okay. So part 2, yeah.
Yeah, but I had a dash cam in my car. So I was watching the whole thing. Turns out there's 4 cop cars that went by, and they were just like surrounding this person.
Okay.
I don't know what they were saying because my dash cam doesn't pick up
Audio,
voices
yeah.
and everything. But they just left all of a sudden, and then it was all fine. The girl was gone. I was like, well, that was weird.
I hate the argument that, oh, you won't be nervous around cops if you haven't done anything wrong. I hate that argument.
No, dude, I'm just nervous around them all the time.
I'm just nervous around cops. I've been pulled over for going the speed limit, and they're like, why were you going so slow? I'm going the fucking speed limit. Like, what do you mean?
I feel like they know. They just want to aggravate a situation, and then like, because you're like guilty until innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
They just assume guilt, man.
I hate it. I was driving back home one night. It was like 2 a.m, maybe 2-ish.
Yeah.
Roads are empty.
Mm.
I'm going the speed limit. I'm not going 30 over. I'm not going 30 under. I'm going the speed limit. They pull me over. I'm the only car on the road. They're like, why are you driving so slow? I'm like, this is the speed limit. If I was driving 20 over, you're going to pull me over saying, why are you going so fast?
Yeah.
They had 3 cops checking my car.
3?
Yeah. They had 3 cops flashlighting into the back of the car. They wanted to breathalyze me. I'm like, do I smell like alcohol? They're like, no.
You just stink.
Then no. I'm not going to be breathalyzed. What are you talking about? And they're like, okay, well, just don't drive so suspiciously.
Bro,
I'm going the speed limit. What do you mean?
Hey, that's the taxpayers' dollars.
Oh, man.
Hard at work right there, man.
I was choked. I'm not going to aggravate the situation and get myself thrown into the drunk tank or whatever it is. But why you got to be like that?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
Dude, have you seen? You must have been wearing something bad.
Yeah, that's true. I was asking for it.
Yeah, you're begging for it, dude.
Yeah. Have you seen it? I'm a minority.
Okay. The thing is, back to my grocery. The second part was when I was getting back into my car, I got into the driver's seat, and in front of me there was 2 empty spots. You know, there's for example, you're just looking out. There's one spot and there's another spot in front of you.
Yeah.
So I saw this lady pull into the one that's past the initial spot.
Okay.
And this guy, he's like, oh, great, a spot that I can back up in. He's backing up. The lady was like, oh, I'll take the easy one. So she drives from her spot into this guy who's backing in the spot, right? Yeah. I was like, this is so stupid, right? The guy's like, he didn't even notice that she was there. He just drove back into the spot, and then he's like, what the heck? There's someone right there. And I've been watching the whole thing. He starts honking, right? He's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like, I'm backing in. And the lady was like, she's like, doing nothing, just staying there. I'm like, this is so stupid. Because, like, she's now in his spot, but she can just back up into her own spot. Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? I start honking too.
Just for
like,
fun.
I roll down my window. I'm like, move back. This guy's got kids. You just totally screwed this guy over. Yeah. So after a while, she's just there for a minute, right? She starts backing up back into her spot. Okay. And the guy's like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm gonna leave. Yeah. So I'm just like, wait. After all that, this guy had just lost his spot, and you're back into your own original spot. So I'm like, I'm just staring at her. I'm like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen, right? And then she starts approaching me. She's like, what? I'm like, you just...
Do you not know what you did?
Do you not know what you just did? He's like, okay, I didn't see that guy when I went to that spot.
Wait, this is the person out of the car?
Exactly.
They're talking to you now?
Yeah, she went out of her car because she saw that I was looking at her. She's like, what? She approached me. I'm like,
Karen, dude.
Exactly, dude. So I was like, you just screwed over this guy out of his spot. Like, I didn't see him when I went to that spot, and I couldn't back up because there's another car behind me. I'm like, no, there wasn't.
Yeah. Like you're watching the whole thing.
I was watching the whole thing. Yeah. And she's like, okay, I'm not stupid, okay? I'm like,
yeah, you are.
I came with the best freaking response. I'm like, well, in this circumstance, you are. Yeah. she's like, after that, she didn't even say anything. She was just like, you know what? Why don't you just mind your own fucking business? And just left. I was like, have a great day.
Legit. What are you supposed to do? You just sit there.
I was like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And I was like, wow, that was the craziest grocery run ever. Cops and a Karen.
I hate. We talked about it on one of the prior episodes about the person you were saying driving on the wrong side of the street.
Yeah, dude.
I hate when people, if you do something wrong, just own up to it. That's fine. Do something wrong, do better next time. That's okay. I hate, especially drivers, when they do something stupid, like driving on the wrong side of the street, taking somebody's spot, backing in, or being in the wrong position, whatever else. And you look at them and they're like, what does that do for me? Don't just raise your hand at me and be like, oh, okay.
I guess they're admitting fault. Like, I'm sorry.
I guess so. But a lot of times they're just like, oh, thank you for like letting me be stupid.
The worst is when they double down and they get angry.
Sure. But
like
that's
like that
like
Karen.
The Karen.
Yeah.
I feel that is way less likely because most people know that they're being dumb and stupid. Very select few don't. And then they double down. And that's the worst part.
Yeah.
Grocery runs bring out the worst in people. I hate grocery shopping. I don't know if you prefer grocery shopping, but it's my probably least favorite chore that I think I have to do.
Really?
Yeah.
I find doing dishes the worst, man. I like grocery shopping. I like cooking.
I like cooking, but I hate getting the groceries and I hate cleaning after
That's
cooking.
true. I do agree with you though. Grocery shopping brings out the worst in people. I see so many fights in Costco all the time. I haven't really seen a fight like in person, but like on video, like I see so many videos of people just like, taking each other's spots and then they start fighting. It's always the old people that fight each other.
I don't see many crash outs from anybody younger than 35.
Right?
They're always 50 to 60 year olds.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't get why. Do you just lose your temper at that point?
No, it's because they're older, so like I'm entitled to this.
You're not entitled to shit. Fuck you.
I'm just trying to put myself in their shoes, right?
I care about the elderly, and that's great, and I appreciate that. I don't appreciate, regardless of your age, if you feel entitled. I don't care if you're old or young. You tell a young kid that they're entitled, you want to punch them in the face. You tell an old person that they're entitled, they want to punch you in the face. What do you like?
All I'm getting from this is that you don't respect your elders.
I respect my elders, 100%.
All I'm hearing is the contrary.
Our grandfather, repeatedly, whenever we see him, is just like, let's get drunk. I don't know why he does that.
Honestly, he's pretty cool.
He's pretty sick. There's no way that I wouldn't respect him. We just play cards and shoot the shit with him. And he always wants to drink. And that's great. And I love that for him. And I love that for us.
Yeah.
Other old people that are just dicks, I'm not gonna stand for.
Hey man, it's because they got no kids that want to visit them. That's why.
That's true. We hear that a lot. We always hear like, oh, your grandparents are so lucky because you guys go over and play cards. And it was like, yeah, we love playing cards. Maybe other people should just play cards more and be better.
Honestly, playing card games is a pretty good way to pass the time. I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah, we grew up playing Big Two.
Oh yeah, Big Two,
2.
the classic. The Western name for it is President.
Is it?
Yeah.
Do you still play with 2 being the highest?
Yeah, but like the suits are different. It's like it goes diamonds, clubs, hearts, spades.
That's stupid. That's the opposite.
Yeah, it should be clubs, diamonds, hearts, spades.
No, it's spades is highest.
Yeah, spades is the highest. Yeah.
Yeah, you said clubs.
But that's like the way that I play it, where clubs is first in terms of weakest.
Oh, you're
I'm going bottom
weakest
up.
to strong.
Yeah, I'm going bottom up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I go strongest down.
Yeah.
So for me, it's spades, hearts, clubs, diamonds.
That's for you?
That's top down. Spades, hearts, clubs, diamonds.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, no, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'm right. Yeah, I was thinking, you just do it. You do it in reverse.
So it's like, holy crap.
Do diamonds, clubs.
Have I been
hearts,
doing this
spades.
all wrong?
Yeah. Better question is, do you play triplets or no? Trips or no trips?
No trips, man. No trips.
Full houses only.
Full house.
Man, it limits your play though.
Yeah.
You just gotta have more cards to play.
I guess, but it makes it more interesting that way, in my opinion.
If you play poker hands, it does get very, very fun.
Yeah.
But you just don't have as many to play, so you do end up like fewer rounds around, which can be nice, I guess, depending.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like trips. I know that was always called, I think, the North American way, the American way.
Yeah,
something like
definitely.
that. Yeah. Or the white way, I guess we call it.
White way.
The white way. Yeah. The Asian way was only poker hands.
Yeah, definitely true. Speaking of which, freaking with games,
Yep.
I've been really into Catan recently.
Yeah, this guy texts me. He's like, I'm at work. Okay, sounds good. What do you want to eat tonight? I don't care. You're at work. Do your job. No, there's buy one, get one free. I don't give a shit. You already told me this. Yeah, I'm playing Catan against these guys, and I trapped them in against the bots, and the bots eventually won. It was hilarious. I could not give a less of a fuck about the fact you're playing colonist.io on the computer as a cheap Catan knockoff against bots.
It's not a cheap Catan knockoff. It is Catan online.
It is 100%. And I have a Santa hat from the Christmas event, and it's fantastic. I'm not saying it's bad. I said that it's cheap because there's just solid colored houses. It's not the full art style.
Mm-hmm.
And you play against bots. I'll reiterate, bots. It's not
there's real
players.
people. It's just that they will leave once everything does not go their way, and then, and then you're forced to play with bots.
That sucks.
But I do feel like I was never really into board games growing
That's
up.
true. Yeah.
But then like all of a sudden, like board games are pretty fun. I feel like once you hit like a certain age threshold, like what do you do when you go out? You don't keep partying.
No.
You're just a loser. You just keep partying when you're like in your 30s.
Yeah, you haven't grown out of it or whatever it is. Yeah.
I feel like the thing now to do is just, go over to a friend's place, have a couple of drinks, and play board games. It's actually really fun.
There was such an uptick in D&D and other text-based or board games recently. And it's always so interesting because it's people I would never expect to play those games.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, I'm in like a 6-month Dungeons and Dragons campaign. Where has this side of you been? Like,
it's like Superman, Henry Cavill.
Yeah, Henry Cavill.
He's like super into 40K Warhammer.
Warhammer 40K, yeah.
Warhammer 40K.
I can't wait for his series to come out, on a side note.
Oh.
They're talking about doing, I think it's a TV series, not movies, I think, of Warhammer 40K, and he's supposed to be part of the like lead on it.
Yeah.
Because he's so dedicated
to
the proper
storyline. Sick.
I'm like, oh, I can't wait, dude.
Like, I never really got into Warhammer, but then like I know it's pretty intense. Like, do you know what Secret Levels is?
No.
It's like this short animated series on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
They did an episode on Warhammer.
Yeah.
It's the most badass thing ever.
Is it like animated or is it live action?
It's animated. Because I think the Legion or something.
Okay, yeah.
They're like complete walking disasters. Like they can just destroy everything level cities. And they show that. I'm like, this is the most badass thing ever. Makes me want to get into it.
Warhammer 40K is so hard to get into. 1, cheaply, and 2, without much time. Because painting and making the models takes forever.
Yeah.
And buying them and painting them and making sure they're all good also takes a lot of money. So it's even more money if you don't want to put the time in. And it's just such a time sink. We had a friend that when I played 40K back in the day, I played Tyranid and Tau, which are two opposite sides of the spectrum, basically. But I didn't have time to paint them. I guess I could like glue them together, but I didn't want to do that even just because I was busy. So we talked to my buddy who was in the business of making them for people and painting armies, and he was quite good at it. But he was like, yeah, you want like a small size army, $800. You're my buddy. He's like, yeah, that's the discount. What the hell? I was like, absolutely not. I'm not going to play this game.
Want to get into this hobby? 800.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
Yeah.
Whoa, bro.
That's not even buying the pieces. That's not buying the paints. That's just 800 for labor. And I was like, I'm okay, dude.
Jesus
I'm
Christ,
good.
man.
But yeah, 40K is a lot of fun.
Yeah. There's a cheaper hobbies like knitting.
Yeah, knitting.
Actually, knitting can get pretty expensive.
Knitting Oh yeah, so you've heard? Yeah, your supply of knitting.
I've always wanted to get into knitting. It seems pretty fun, crocheting and everything.
I think I'd rather knit than crochet. Not shitting on crocheting, but I think knitting is just more up my alley. Yeah. It just seems more enjoyable.
When I was on the dating apps,
why do we always get?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
You always talk about this.
No, but I always saw girls' profiles that they. During COVID, they took up knitting or crocheting.
A lot of
That's
people
the
did.
thing.
Yep.
That's the thing, man. And then you talk about it.
Yeah. So are you using knitting as a way to talk to people, or are you doing it for you?
Me?
Yeah, you're just
me.
lonely. And we know that. We've
Stop
talked
calling
about
me
it.
lonely, man.
You're just a lonely dude.
What are you talking about, man? I got you.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I got
yeah.
you guys too.
Yeah, all of your bots that you have watching us.
You know, damn, man. Why you gotta hit me where it hurts? Ouch.
Man, because you do stupid shit like being at work and texting me about playing Catan with bots. That's not any more lonely than you can get.
I don't just play it at work, man. I play it when nobody's looking.
At work. At work.
Dude, it's so hard to play that while like sneaking around with it too. Because you gotta think in Catan.
I've put more effort into trying to look busy at work than I have into actually being busy at work.
Yeah.
It's harder to
so
look
funny.
busy.
That's true. You gotta open up that spreadsheet and just type random shit into it.
And you gotta alt tab away from it every single time somebody like comes up to the game. And yeah. It's awful.
Yeah, but it's the rush, man. You're like, ooh, I'm not supposed to be doing this. Ooh.
I'm not supposed to be doing this. Our rebellious phase is playing Catan at work under the radar.
When I used to work from home at my old job,
Yeah.
dude, the best was just sleeping in my bed,
Mm-hmm.
and then like, oh, great, it shows that I'm away. Press spacebar. Oh, okay, Jeff is active again. Turn around and fall back to sleep. It was
Aren't
bad,
you in
dude.
Finance?
No, but yes.
I thought you had to be checking shit while you're in, because that's when the market's open.
Honestly, everything I just said, I never did. Those were my friends who did that.
Oh yeah, they were. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
for sure.
I'm a good worker.
Yeah. It's okay. You won't be there for long.
Maybe. It's all up to you guys.
Don't put this on them. You're not gonna be there anyways.
Please watch our things.
He actually doesn't have a job. He hasn't worked in years. I really want to get back into Risk. I don't think I've ever finished a properly sorted out Risk game. I think it would be a lot of fun.
Risk is fun, but it
Takes forever.
I heard it goes on forever. All I know is, as long as you
Take Australia.
yes, exactly. As long as you
Oceanic
lock that
region.
down, you're good.
Yeah.
Because nobody can invade you.
Yeah, but you get less points, less army.
Yeah, because
I don't know. It's only worth like 2 or 4.
but
or
still,
something.
like, no one's gonna invade you because
you can only come in one way.
You're just stockpiling.
Yeah.
It's like what's that game called where you're a virus and you're trying to wipe out humanity?
Plague Inc.
Plague Inc. I think it's like you gotta start at Madagascar,
Yeah. Or Greenland.
because like
those are the isolated places.
they're the isolated places, the hardest places to take. So you gotta start off there.
Yeah.
That's a good game.
It is a good game. I still have it on my phone, actually.
I remember when COVID first started, Plague Inc. was like the game to play.
It's so weird when COVID happened. There was all of a sudden films right afterwards that I think KJ Appa was in, who plays Archie in Riverdale. And he all of a sudden was in a movie that was about a pandemic that wiped out a lot of the earth. And they're like, hey, is this the right timing for this movie to come out?
It is, because people are going to watch it because out of fear.
100%. It's very, what's the word I'm looking for?
Fear-mongering?
Very meta. As in it's currently happening while it's going on, right? I don't know if it was the right timing to do that. We had enough fear. Everybody was already scared to go outside, and I'm not saying that they shouldn't be, but
dude, everybody was stockpiling TP, man, the toilet paper, man.
I didn't get that. Like, we had that a little bit here. It wasn't as bad as what I saw in America.
Yeah,
but anybody that stockpiled toilet paper thinking it was actually going to not be available for us, you're the reason it wasn't available for us.
Yeah, that was wild.
If nobody stockpiled and we just had it normally, it would have been fine. And that's the worst part of this, like all the fear mongering stuff, is if you just didn't do the thing, that thing wouldn't be happening.
Everybody would be fine.
Yeah, it would be great. And we would be the 50. I'm not even going to go there.
The thing is, that's how they works, man. Propaganda and fear mongering, man.
Yeah.
That's the way to move the masses.
That's everything I've been seeing, and a lot of America has been seeing now since the swap to, what's it called? Red Note? Xiaohongshu?
Yeah.
Red Note TikTok. Yeah. Is that China is just way ahead in a lot of technologies and a lot of these things. And nobody knew that in America, in North America, because they just were blind to it.
No, they're too focused on like fighting each other.
Yep.
That's the way to do it, man.
That's the way to do it.
Wow, you gotta distract your opponents.
Oh, okay. That's why China's winning. Yeah.
And you could say, honestly.
Yeah, but also China seems, everybody talks about how China was dangerous and stuff, but it's so safe as well because it's CCTV everywhere. So you're always going to be filmed doing whatever it is.
Yeah,
and
that's creepy, man.
But it's safe. You can walk at night because because if something happens to you, there's footage of what's happening.
Dude,
to
your
you.
social credit goes down.
Okay,
that's insane,
all right,
man.
calm down.
What?
The social credit thing isn't really a thing.
It isn't?
No, even people on Red know. They were like, yeah, it's not really a thing.
Oh my god, I thought it was a thing.
No, oh god damn it. It's not a thing.
Oh god,
Yeah.
wait, I am the one who's getting controlled.
You are the one
my
following
God.
propaganda.
Oh my
dude.
god.
Jesus. No,
Damn,
it's
my
fine.
bad. Oops.
Yeah. Everything's coming out, all these like technologically advanced Chinese cars, and their AI now deep
DeepSeek. Yeah.
which wiped out $1 trillion on the stock market, which is insane. It's just they're winning, and you know what? Good on them. Go for it, I guess. I don't
Hey
really
man,
know.
as long as I can just keep on doing my own thing, I'm all good.
As long as they let us put our podcast on their apps, then we're fine. We're okay with it.
True.
Yeah.
Very, very, very true.
Like you said, $20 is $20.
$20? It's $20, man. I would do a lot for $20.
Yeah. I was thinking about it when you brought it up. If you're about to park, right? This is go back to your grocery store. If you're about to park and somebody's standing in that parking spot being like, no, you can't park here. Like my car, my friend or my family's coming with the car. They're like around the block. What do you do?
Dude, that's wow. That's the most infuriating thing ever. I've seen videos of that.
Yep.
Like, you're backing up. Nope. Sorry. Person stands in your way. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. This is my spot now.
Yeah. What do you do?
Dude, honestly, well, it doesn't make sense to just keep on backing up because then you'd hurt the person. I get out of my car.
You get out of the car
and then I push them.
Yeah.
Then I push them because I don't want to hurt them in my car because then I don't want to damage my car.
Yeah. More importantly, your car would be damaged.
Yeah, and also like it's kind of like you're hitting somebody.
Yeah.
It's like a hit and run. I'll physically hurt them. No, I'll physically move them.
Yes,
Quickly
using,
and swiftly.
Yes, as much and as little force as necessary.
Without bodily harm, I would vacate them from the spot.
I have never understood why people do that. If anybody I know comes up to me and they're like, yeah, I would do that, I don't think I could be friends with them.
Dude, that's like the worst thing you could do, man.
That's insane.
Worst judge of character right there.
100%. You could be a lot of things in this world, and I'll probably forgive it.
Yeah.
You're a person that stands in a parking spot to save it for somebody that's not there.
Mm-hmm.
We're over. That's it.
I've seen people do that so many times.
I know.
Like in real life, I'm like, my God.
I'm like, luckily it's not me because
I know.
I would absolutely not stand for that.
I would lose my shit
Yeah.
if that happened to me. I'd be like, what are you doing? Actually, like road rage. No, I wouldn't do that.
All right. Would you rather that happen to you or watch Skyline?
Oh, no, not Skyline, no. I'd rather that happen to me.
Of course.
Screw Skyline, man.
One of these days, I'm going to find something that you would rather watch Skyline than do.
Guys, do not watch Skyline.
Just
I
watch
swear
Skyline,
to God.
dude.
When did it come out? When did it come
I
out?
don't know. I can look it up. Man, Skyline's so good, though. God.
God, this is the worst movie ever, dude.
All right, Skyline. Oh, misspelled.
How do you misspell Skyline?
Shut up, I'm fat fingered.
Was it like 7 letters?
2010.
2010.
It's 15 years old. this
15
year.
years old. That's insane.
15 years old for being that good of a movie. It's
So,
so crazy.
We watched it when we were 15 years old. That's
You're
insane.
just outing our age now. What the hell?
When we were 12. 10.
Yeah.
we-
Shit. No, we'd be born in 2000.
Do we look old?
When we're
Gotta do the blue steel.
11. Yeah. No. The kids do it mogging now.
What's it called? Looks maxing? That's what they do?
Yeah. Look maxing.
Well, I think I've been doing that. Isn't that what gua shaing is? You got like remove the lymph fluids from your
Yeah,
face.
the lymphatic fluids in the lymph nodes. Yeah, I mean,
I
it
feel like
is and
it's a
it
scam,
isn't.
but also like I feel like I'm gonna do it just because it could help.
You could also like mew. Do you know what mewing is?
No, what do
It's
you?
like you put your tongue to the roof of your mouth. You like open a little bit and then kind of bring your cheeks in, and it's to like have this.
The jawline.
I've never really understood how to do it properly, but supposedly it just like helps bring the jawline. There's this one amazing clip. I think it's Big Brother, some reality TV show.
Okay.
And this person, they're on it and they're crying. They're bawling their eyes out because something good happened or whatever it is. They're crying. And then all of a sudden they're just they just go back to mewing like perfectly with it.
Jesus.
And they just cut like diamonds with their eyes. And it's just like, did you forget you were on TV for half a second? Like, and you got to go back to look maxing? Like, what is going on?
You gotta look
here?
good, man. You gotta look good from the camera.
I guess so.
It's all about the jawline.
It is the jawline.
Like ever since like I kind of looked into it, like yeah, I've been paying attention to people's like chins because like people have weak chins where it like goes in.
Stop roasting people about their chins.
No,
dude.
it made me like hyper aware. I'm like, do I have a weak chin? Like,
Yeah.
like does my chin go in a little bit? I don't think so.
That's why I'm a fan of multiple chins because it multiplies the power.
True. The more chins you have, it does 3 times your
Yeah,
strength.
if you have one weak chin but you have 3 of them, it's a strong
Ooh.
chin. Yeah.
That's a good way. How do you get more chins?
You just go for it, dude. You just full send it.
Oh my god. So you just got to eat more?
Just eat more and get bigger,
Yeah, like get that Big Mac supersized.
What did Sam Sulek say? He said if you're not in the 200 club, you're just not trying hard enough or something.
Like 200 pounds?
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Yeah, dude. You're just not big enough.
Good guy, man.
I
Those are
like
good
Sam Sulek.
words to live by, actually.
That's a good, yeah.
Yeah, you got to get huge.
You hit 200 pounds recently, and then you said, no.
Okay, yeah, okay. Hey, don't out my weight like that.
I'm outing
man.
your weight, dude. It doesn't
Dude, I'm
matter. You
self-
outed our age.
I'm self-conscious about that.
I don't care that you're self-conscious about it.
Okay.
You're not.
I usually sit around 190 pounds. There was a moment in time when I hit 200,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Whoa, that's a little much." But that was after I had like all you can eat,
Yeah.
and I was feeling like I had that huge bloated stomach. So I was like, I want to see how much I weigh. 200 pounds, like, that's
You also
That's-
do rock climbing, which
Yeah.
is harder at a heavier weight.
yeah, dude. Like I love rock climbing. Like it really builds up your grip strength, but it's so hard to do when you're heavier.
Mm-hmm.
So when I hit 200 pounds, like I'm gonna start doing a lot of cardio, and that's when I started doing the sun run. Like I trained for a 10K. I was like, you know what, I gotta do some more cardio.
Like every other 30-year-old that I know that
I'm not 30.
golfs,
I'm 22.
tries to get into running, and what else? Gets into craft beer.
Craft beer. They also knit too.
No, nobody knits at 30.
Board games too.
Yeah, board games. Yeah, okay, whatever. I've been board gaming since I was probably in high school.
Wow.
Earlier. Yeah.
Well, what's your favorite one?
I think Catan. Like, if you had to put a gun to my head and say, "Hey, play a board game that you love," any single thing, I think the first one that comes to mind would be Catan.
Dude, you know what the best one is?
Don't say Monopoly.
Rat Trap. No, Mousetrap.
Yeah, Mousetrap.
Or Guess Who?
Oh man, what's the one? It's fun getting into trouble. There's that one as well.
Oh,
That was the
Trouble.
dice one? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hungry Hippos.
Hungry Hippos.
Wait,
Yeah.
that's not even a board game.
No, it's not a board game. That's just to break the Hungry Hippos by smashing that button.
When I went to like an arcade,
Yeah.
they actually had like Hungry Hippos, but like life size.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was insane.
I love going to the arcades, mainly just to win prizes. But I think that a lot of times now people miss having those things in their houses because a lot of times you can't afford to have it in a house or like a big enough house to have those things now.
What, a giant arcade
Well,
video game?
No, I just mean like a lot of the board games in general. Like,
Oh,
if you
yeah.
collect board games, they take up a lot of space. Like,
That's true.
You don't have space for that in
Yeah.
apartments nowadays.
I know that there's a pizzeria around here that like has a bunch of board games, so you can just go out, eat board games.
Not bad. I've
That's
seen a
actually-
lot of them pairing with like bar stuff too now.
That's very smart.
Yeah.
People spend a lot of time there. They get thirsty.
Yep.
Drink some alcohol.
Yep. Keep
Oh,
going.
Yeah, you're drinking alcohol.
Punishments if you lose, drink alcohol.
Exactly.
Whatever
That's
it is.
such a smart play.
I I've always had issues because I hate greasy like
Ooh.
play pieces, or
Yeah.
when I go to somebody's house or I use their computer and their keyboard and mouse are greasy.
Yeah, they got that Dorito dust. They got that Dorito dust, the Mountain Dew fingers.
It's so gross.
Yeah.
I had one friend who I did that, and he's like, it's no big deal.
Oh, that's so gross, man.
I hate it.
After you use their keyboard, you just
Yeah, I'm like,
Nach-
tastes like 2 months.
nacho cheese.
Oh, God.
Honestly, wait. Which is your favorite Dorito flavor?
Jalapeno and cheddar.
Really?
Yeah, jalapeno and cheddar
Dude,
for sure.
sweet chili heat for me, man.
I'm not a sweet chili heat guy.
I like the sweet stuff, man.
What about Cool Ranch from 21 Jump Street?
I've never had Cool Ranch before.
Cool Ranch is all right.
I assume it's good.
I prefer sweet chili heat over Cool Ranch.
Yeah.
Comment below what your favorite Dorito flavors is. Jalapeno and cheddar for sure for me. Original is good, but I like a bit of spice. I like the kick.
Do you like original?
Original is good. Yeah.
Man.
I prefer the flavors that are like sweet chili heat. But yeah. What about Lay's?
Lay's. Ooh, it's gotta be barbecue.
Salt and Vinny.
No, dude. No, what?
Yeah, salt and Vinny
It
for
gets
sure.
a little much, man.
Yeah, from Lay's. It's so good.
It hurts your mouth after a while.
It hurts so good.
Hurts so good. This guy likes the pain.
Yeah, I love it, dude.
Okay, I like barbecue, but I feel like the barbecue flavor has changed over time. It's got
Really?
Yeah. It used to be good. It's like a little too sweet, and it just doesn't taste the same.
I'm not a big fan of smoky flavors. You know, a lot of times you get it with smoky barbecue.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes duck or certain meats and stuff that
Yeah.
you just taste the smoke. I've never liked that.
Oh.
So barbecue has always been a little hit or miss depending. Barbecue chips, it's never been my thing.
Yeah.
I am a true Canadian though. I like ketchup Lays.
Yeah. Okay. I heard because I have some friends that live in the States. They're like, "What are ketchup chips?" I'm like, "You guys don't know what that is?"
No, they don't. It's not a thing for
Dude,
them.
ketchup chips are bomb.
They're pretty fucking good.
I don't know why. It's just ketchup, but it's like it's like good.
Do you prefer cheese puffs or Cheetos?
Ooh, honestly,
Like Hawkins Cheetos, you know, like the
yeah.
harder,
I grew up with Cheetos, so I'm gonna go with Cheetos.
I grew up with cheese puffs. Still going with Cheetos.
Really? How
Yeah.
come? What's keeping you away from cheese puffs?
Cheese puffs are good, but I don't think I would ever get full on cheese puffs because they're just puffs.
Yeah.
So I feel not full.
Okay.
Ever having them.
Here's a question:
Okay.
Cheetos, chips, whatever.
Yeah.
Do you eat them with your fingers or do you eat them with chopsticks?
Depends. If I'm at my computer, chopsticks.
Oh yeah, because you don't want that Dorito
Because I don't want
dust.
that Dorito dust,
You don't
dude.
want that filthy dust on your computer.
I remember bringing that up to non-Asian friends.
Yeah.
And they looked at me like I was psychotic.
Really? Why?
100%. Because they wear their shoes in their house and eat Cheeto dust before using their computers.
Oh, that's so gross, dude.
We come from an Asian household. We don't wear shoes in the house.
Why would you wear shoes?
I don't know, dude.
Dude, you're stepping outside. You're stepping on bird poo, dog poo.
Take your
like
shoes off.
Human poo.
This is holy ground, all right?
Yeah, like
you
ew.
can't do that.
You wear your shoes into your bedroom, and now you got poo everywhere.
Oh yeah. I think there's bigger problems if you're stepping in shit and not realizing.
I do that all the time, man.
Okay, sure. You weirdo. I only use the chopsticks when I need my hands for other things to make sure that I'm not getting oil and dust and stuff like that on it. I will say that some of my eating habits, not in terms of what I'm eating or moreover how I'm eating, does weird some people out. Not in a like creepy weird way, but in like that's a very over analyzed psychotic way.
Okay, do elaborate. I'm very interested now.
I like different textures, and I like them when they come together and they make textures complicated in my mouth. Okay. So one thing that I love is, for example, when you have a crisp, cold ice cream and you have a warm, fresh cone. Those two contrasting textures and temperatures are very, very delectable. Okay.
So you got something cold and something warm.
Yeah. But there's also textures that I'm not the biggest fan of. One is specifically mushy cereal or cereal milk. I don't like either of those things.
What?
I know you grew up and you were a cereal milk type of person,
Dude.
I
Okay,
hate
wait. What do you? Do you pour the milk first or
No,
the cereal first?
Cereal first for sure.
Oh, bro, man, dude,
Yeah.
soggy cereal is the way to go.
I
put cereal down, Frosted Flakes,
Gross.
and milk that shit.
That's it feels like what I hear when people don't like congee or juk,
Yeah.
where they're like, it's just mushy rice. I don't like
Porridge,
that.
man.
And I'm like, I love juk. I love congee. Right?
Yeah.
It's great. I never understood when people don't get that, but then they're like, oh, but I also like soggy cereal. And I'm like, ew. Like,
I like soggy
it's
cereal,
so
man.
gross. Okay, regardless, we're getting off track. You were asking cereal or milk first, right?
Yeah.
I actually technically do neither if you give me the option.
What?
And what I mean by that,
Wait, so there's option A, B.
B.
You chose option C.
yeah, option C for Colin.
Hit me up for
Okay.
option C for cereal.
Yeah, you get 2 cups. 1 cup you fill with cereal.
Oh,
I
give me a second.
usually use Vector. Yeah. I usually use Vector cereal. Okay. But you can use it with whatever cereal you want, okay? Then the other cup you fill with 2% milk. Because if you use anything else, you're a psychopath.
Wait, specifically 2% milk?
Yeah. What do you use? You want 1 or 2? You use 2.
Dude, I use almond milk.
Don't. Okay, fine, sure. If you're non-dairy,
I'm just kidding. I use regular milk.
Yeah, I use 2%, not this homogenized 3%.
I've tried 1% milk. It's weird.
It's just
weird.
watery. It's
Yeah.
like
2% is where it's at.
2%
It's
where
got
it's
the
at.
right amount of cream and fat.
Exactly. So 1 cup of cereal, dry, usually crunchy. Okay. Vector, great. Okay. Frosted Flakes, great. Not Lucky Charms. Now, second one is a crisp, cold, fresh cup of milk. Okay. You take the cereal while it's in your mouth.
What the fuck,
And then you
dude?
chew the cereal and you have this nice, cold, crisp milk and the crunchiest cereal you could have because it's dry, but now it's mixed with your milk in your mouth and then you swallow.
So you're literally
Yeah, I'm the bowl. You're mixing the two.
you got
I'm
your
the
ingredients.
bowl.
You're the bowl.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
mouth is the bowl.
100%. You keep them separate until the last
Bro,
moment.
what the heck?
Yeah.
You literally have twice the dishes now.
This is the opposite of, oh, it doesn't matter. It's all going the same place. No. It matters, and they don't meet until they're in my mouth.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
dude!
100%.
I think you're probably the only person in the world that does that.
No, I'm not. And the reason why I know not is because I had a cup that was bought for me. Shout out to the person that bought it for me. Thank you so much. The cup is a 2-part cup, and the bottom is for the cereal, and it opens to a big hole, and then there's an inner part that holds cold
There is
cereal that separates
specific
it
cups for
so
this.
that it only mixes in your mouth.
That's crazy.
It's
That's crazy.
Such a banger fucking cup.
Dude, why don't you just, instead of, actually, if once you have the cup, it kind of, you solve the dishes problem.
Yeah.
Why don't you, at that point, just have the cereal box, put it in your mouth,
Yeah.
and then have your jug of milk, put that in your mouth. Easy.
Because I was trying to be civilized over the fact that I'm not chugging milk from the jug. Okay. If you're asking me what I would do in my home in the confines of my solitude,
Oh, God.
I would just probably fist of cereal just go in and then drink the milk. All right.
You would do that at your computer, huh?
Yeah, no,
Fistful
no.
of cereal, milk.
Actually, the chopsticks, there were these chopsticks that came out, but they attach in here into your knuckles.
Between your knuckles and the
knuckles,
webbing.
so that you can just pinch like this and pick things up and eat like
Oh.
that. So for people that can't use chopsticks, and I'm like, God, just learn how to use
Yeah, just learn.
chopsticks.
Do you not know how to use your fingers?
People find it so confusing to use chopsticks.
There's 2 ways. There's the little crisscross method or like the actual
Okay, but the
proper
crisscross
way.
method is for children.
Yeah.
That's the point of it.
I don't know. Yeah, a lot of my Caucasian friends,
Caucasian.
my
Need to put that emphasis on
my
it.
white friends,
Yeah.
yeah, they do. They suck up chopsticks. I'm like, how? It's just basic movement.
I get it if you're not from here, but especially if you're Caucasian from Richmond or Vancouver.
Okay, now
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
just being. Come on,
Yeah.
man.
you're in an Asian, like we talked about it in the first episode, I think, like 60% East Asian.
Yeah.
Learn how to use chopsticks. It's not that hard.
Mm-hmm.
It might take a little bit of time. Sure, if you're a recent immigrant or anything like that, I understand the difficulties around it because you've never used your fingers that way. Sure, I can understand. Okay? But if you grew up here and you don't know how to use chopsticks, I will be appalled.
Exactly, man. What the heck?
100%. But there are people that
Read
do
the
exist.
room, man. Use your chopsticks.
Use your chopsticks. And on that note, go home, watch some YouTube videos. We'll put out a tutorial later on how to use chopsticks.
You will. I won't.
Okay. And thank you so much for joining us here at Bros Park. Please work on your chopstick skills. Go watch Skyline. Don't be a grocery Karen. And until next time.
Yeah. Thanks for tuning in. Please leave some feedback and comments.
Yeah, we need something to read. I can't read. He can. He needs something in his spare time so he doesn't play Catan at work. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Just say hi. We'll hang out again next time, guys.
Peace out,
Take
everybody.
care.